Greetings one and all, this is X82. As always, welcome you to this episode of X82's Unscripted. And in this episode I'll be reviewing Darksiders II for the Wii U. Also released on the PlayStation 3, Xbox 360 and of course the PC. Oh, Darksiders II. You know, when I first got Darksiders II, I was had to pick one game, either Batman Arkham City or Darksiders 2. I chose Darksiders. Now, I never played the first one, so I was interested about it. So I bought it, took it home, played it, and instantly loved it. But why do I love the game? Let's journey on to this mystery, shall we? Now, let's start with the story of the game. You play as Death, one of the horsemen of the apocalypse. Damn, that was lame. Anyway. And your brother War has been judged to be guilty of extinguishing the humankind, and he is going to die, so Death is trying to save his brother while also restoring the humanity back to Earth. And there's new evil called the Corruption, which is dumb name because why couldn't they call the Darkness the Corruption? It doesn't work for me. And it's controlled by Death's brother Absalom, which was killed by Death. And because who controls the four horsemen were ordered to kill the Nephilim, which Absalom and Death are, giving Death the name Kinslayer. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The story is good, and I can only say it's good. I mean, it didn't wow me for any means, and the characters are likable. I like Death as a character, and the other NPCs are great, like, well, Absalom is oh fuck it, let's call him Absalom. Absalom is also pretty good as a villain. And even though the name Corruption sucks, why could you call Darkness or the Inner Evil? Oh, that was even lamer than the Corruption. Anyway, the story is good. That's all I can say. And now for the presentation. You know, when I did my Super Mario 3D World review, I said that Darksiders II is one of the greatest looking games on the Wii U, and I still stand corrected. I mean, look at these graphics. I mean, oh my god, them graphics! Bad joke is bad. But seriously, this might be the best version. Because how it looks and how it plays, but we'll come for that later. The music is also really good. has kind of natural elements with it.
Go.
And the voice acting for Death himself is really good actually. I like the voice actor. I mean, he did a really good job. I mean, it looked just beautiful and sounds magnificent. Even though it looks, terrain now looks a little bit off. But anyway, even though it has to load almost every time you enter a new area. More on that later. It's just truly beautiful. I mean, look at it. Even though I haven't played the other versions, I can clearly say that this is the best version. And listen to this music. And now for the gameplay. It's a 3D action platformer with RPGs. It's similar to God of War with some classic like Zelda dungeons. I could say, if I could say. And what I mean by Zelda dungeons is that you have puzzles in dungeons, kind of like Zelda, and that is really easy to control. The control feels natural. The gamepad controllers are magnificent, and with the gamepad you can use the inventory without going to a separate screen, which is awesome. This also supports the Wii U Pro controller if you like more traditional speed, and of course with the gamepad you can use motion control, but I tell you honestly, they're shit. And that has, well, your death, so your basic weapons are sights, which are awesome. Sights are always badass. But also you have secondary attacks with claws or hammers. Hammers are slow but powerful. Claws are quick but not as powerful as hammers. For me, I like to use claws because I like to deal damage fastly. As you can see, there's the secondary attack and there's the sight. And sometimes you will have a chance to execute an enemy by pushing the A button. And one of the negative things I can say that that the game has a lot of loading screens. They're short, yes, but there are plenty. That's kind of only negative. And you also get a gun which belonged to one of his brother's Stripe, if I remember correctly. You use that by using the ZR button. Right now I have the you also have a hint system to where to go. By pushing and holding the left stick, you can use your crow to signal where you go to your next objective. And the claw, which I have now, is magnificent to get enemies from far behind. And now there's the execution, which I talked about. And Death also have different kinds of magical abilities, like this tornado, which you use by pushing the L button, and some corresponding buttons like Y, B, X, and A. Now let's try to think about how do I get that. Okay, that was a fail. But I can also say that the game is really kind of easy. Yeah, I've got some new and now I click the pistol to shoot this. I can say it's really fun to play, even though it is a God of War ripoff, you can say, and now there's another loading screen. Even though they are short, there are plenty. Like I said before. And there are RPG elements. And one of the coolest things is the Reaper mode. That's when you go into an excessive Reaper, deal a huge amount of damage. But the bad thing is that it doesn't last long. Now for the replayability. This is once again another game with the new Game Plus, which means that you can play the game over again with your level, your weapon and armor, all of your equipment, your abilities. But there is a 5-hour DLC on the disc, which has a lot of more content, more dungeons, new areas. There's lots of side quests, and there's a DLC with 2-hour more side quests. There's a lot of content. I mean, my second playthrough, I always played it for 8 hours, and I'm not even finished yet. It's not even the half of the game. It has a lot of content, trust me. And it's worth your money. And now for the final verdict. Darksiders 2 gets an 8 out of 10. It's a good game. With an X82 silver pro. Pretend it's over there or there or there or there. Or covering this ugly face. It's a really fun game. Even though it is a God of War ripoff, it's a fun God of War ripoff. And it is right now extremely cheap. I've said the Wii U go for 20 euros. Hell, the lowest price I can find was $5 for the PlayStation 3 version. $5. That's insane. It's way worth your money. Every penny that you spend on the game, it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. So, I hope you liked this episode of X82's Unscripted, and as always, if you liked it, you can like, favorite, or even subscribe. And if you have a question or a request, you can comment down below. And while you're checking down below, you can also like me on Facebook or follow me on Twitter. Now, in next time, I'll be reviewing Sports Champions with the PlayStation Move, of course. So, until next time, this is X82 signing out.